She's a great, eh?
Friggin' Andrew Ronald. Do you think, like, seriously, do you think a saddle being stuck like that, she's just gonna get better than anything. She's just gonna get better.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. They're like instantly better.
I know!
Right?
I got a letter. No.
Right? Just like twisting into the shape.
Oh, God.
Something underneath. God bless her.
I know that she's
She's just like, I'll just keep trying.
do it. She messed it. Okay.
Right? Yes. We could talk. Oh. That's super. A little forward. Yeah, make that little bit. Yeah, exactly. Really straight. Have that feeling like you're bringing her rib cage back against her stifles, and then feel like she's pushing you then forward with her straight. Yeah, super job. And then balance her. And
She's at the door there, Martha. Oh.
Come in, you're good.
She's so good, though, like she just moves some carries on. Right? Like she doesn't like float away. Yeah. Ooh, fancy. Exactly. And now loosen her a little neck. Yep. Now that little tap tap. Yeah, you want to feel that little butt to feel. She lifts the hip. Good there. Super. Super. And then extend her a little forward again.
We're
Again.
a little bit behind Victoria. We had a little technical difficulty here.
Okay. Super. Little tiny tackles out in front of you. One of this, just kind of feel like you're gonna squeeze your thumb and ring finger. Not a lot, especially with her. Yep, great. And now, yeah, now bring her back a little smaller from there. Anytime she feels like she's stuck, drop the neck down. If she feels good, bring the neck up. You kind of, yeah, exactly. Play with where she feels like she needs to be. If she feels like she needs to be a little more through, take her a little deeper. She's good. Let her come up. Yep, and now she's a little smaller back. Yep, yep. And now bring her back to the walk. And then go from the walk towards the half step like that. Make her that little quicker. You almost feel like she wants to kind of like jig a little forward.
We're a little bit behind. One of these wires decided it wasn't going to work,
Girl. Soften.
and I have no idea why. I've been working all along.
Good. And now send her forward. Yeah, super.
Not a lot, but we spent a few minutes screwing with it.
On the long side. Back and give, like, you know, lift your belly up. Take your leg up the top, lift up your belly. Back where you sit a little bit when you collect. Yeah, good. Straight, little left outside leg over. Yeah, swing out. Straight, 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 straight. And then forward again. Keeping things, yeah, good. Especially the collection, you might feel like those stifles are both really square under you. Yeah, she doesn't swing right or left. Good. And then go a little shoulder in on this one. So keeping this nice big trot now. Trying to keep it in the lateral. Keep that. Nice pushing. And then out. Balance. Good. And the shoulder in. Once again, I love that shoulder. Loosen her just a little here. Exactly. Soft it. And then a little try there and drop on this side.
Go ahead and walk the turn.
Last night my security camera alert got turned on somehow, and I don't know how. So every time Alicia would go by that end, it'd go ping, ping. She's getting a lot of text, so I went and looked at it. Anyway, I figured I turned it back off, but I don't know how it was turned on. Ping, ping, and motion detected. Motion detected. It's down the other end. It's right in the center.
Circle one, and then we'll do that left hand pass again. Saving with that left bend. And then she doesn't bring her neck too much to the left side. She has that little hollow and her neck on the inside. Okay. Yeah, super hands right.
it's got a bit of a fish eye to it.
Oh, yeah, it does. That's neat. Jeez, it's nice and clear though, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm trying to get Cameron to get my thing fixed up so I can put one in the other bar.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, for the mirrors or?
Yeah, I'd like to have it. I'd like to have a couple of them out there just so you can keep an eye on stuff if you want to. Eh?
Yeah. No, that's cool.
I like it because if Martha's here riding or Victoria's here riding, it's just nice to be able to
Yeah, check in.
just have a peek and see that they're okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when she goes back,
I don't think it's supposed to rain a big pile tonight, eh?
Oh, I haven't looked at the forecast.
Yeah, the guy Jay was on there. It's supposed to rain some, and then I think changed to maybe a chance of a flurry by the morning. So.
Okay, it's supposed to be gross for a couple of days. If I
Yeah, and then the weekend is supposed to be warm, eh?
Oh, is it? That's
Yeah,
nice. Oh,
the double digits for the weekend.
figure out our plan.
We were up into the
good. And you can make her a little deeper in the neck. And
we were up into the low teens there today.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, it looks so nice though. I got out at lunch for a while, but not long. Not long enough.
Once again, neck down. That'll stretch a little
We had an exciting afternoon. We loaded up all our winter's plastic.
Is that why the trailer's there?
Yeah, they're closed today, so we'll take it down tomorrow.
Right.
left side too. Good.
We got our One Health. They got their One Health concept note finished yesterday.
Oh, you did? Okay. So who did you decide to do it with? ABC or OBC or somebody? Or?
ABC, it's a company called Alania
Oh, yes.
is heading it up. So they got University of Saskatchewan, University of Guelph, ABC, and ourselves in addition to them.
Okay.
Okay, closer. Use it to your advantage.
And so what's your guys' piece?
10 meters.
Well, so we'll do stuff in Kenya.
Yeah.
It's not really clear. We're just going to do stuff. It's not as
Just, I guess
if,
that comes in.
if it was one of the things that we put in, we'd be much more clear on what we're doing. So there's 3 countries. They put in a budget for $12 million. And the odds are pretty good that we'll get it. Or they'll get it because it's University of Montreal is doing one for West Africa. And Saskatoon is putting one in, and they sent us sort of a rough proposal. It was sort of all over the place. There was no focus to it, so we had no real interest in going down the road with them.
Yeah.
And John hasn't put a huge amount into it because he's just sort of going to go with us
Right.
because he doesn't have time.
Because he doesn't, I was just saying he just doesn't have time.
Anyway, it's very interesting. These guys are pros. I think they got like 50 projects going right at once, and they have World Bank projects, and they got a whole bunch of stuff. So it's just interesting to work through the process with them
Yeah.
and see how they handle stuff. But my God, the concept note is dense.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe that's what they need. So we're going to have another look at ours for the climate change one. Wendy said she had to read every sentence twice before she knew what was going on. And you pretty well got to write the acronyms down the back of your arm.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we had the next to last draft yesterday. It was interesting. Wendy went through it, found a bunch of stuff that needed work. And did you ever meet her?
I've come across her before. I
Yeah,
did any
she's funny
Yeah.
when you talk to her. If you don't interrupt her, you never get a word in. She just goes. And this, holy shit. And but then when she writes,
Yeah.
she just The only thing is, she said it, like, when she was done, she said her draft read a little bit, maybe like an article for the Guardian, so we had to come, we were gonna come back and reference it a little bit more. She has a master's degree from the London School of Economics, which is pretty, and she writes down everything. Like if you phone her up and have a conversation with her about, you know, what we should do, but whatever, she makes notes, and she's got it all filed. Everything, like if you go to a meeting and there's this, you know, secretary taking notes for minutes, Wendy still writes everything down. And if the secretary misses something, just go to Wendy. I was at, we were in Kenya there, and I was giving a talk to the dairy guys. She wrote everything down. Thinking like, okay, I'm just making this up as I go along. And then we, yes. And then we came, yes, and then we, that day, and then we came back down to Kirawa on the pickup, and balance here, and like there was a couple of people, you know, there's always somebody looking for a ride, because we took a couple of women back down with us, and she wrote down everything they said. Alicia's not here yet, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, she is here.
Yeah, her dance here, so I just come back.
Alicia's taking this thing freaking seriously. What?
That's good.
You get 4 little kids. She says it keeps her sane,
Oh, I can imagine. We gotta have
and she's very conscious of because she says she sees a lot of people that
oh yeah.
spend too much time at work, and they're and she's having good fun.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, she's a good rider.
Yeah. And Trot's doing really well.
Yeah, she's a good rider.
It's nice for these guys to have another riding buddy too.
Yes. So Martha says Joe should be back in school tomorrow.
Oh, that's good. She was home again today.
Yeah, well, they threw her out yesterday, so I think there's a minimum.
And you're still feeling good? No COVID. COVID anything yet?
Alicia says if you can survive the flu, you can survive COVID. Said the people that are dying, we're going to die anyway. So, what's Victoria? She's just
So far so good. And we're hoping she stays that way. 'Cause,
just a couple of days in, eh?
yeah, this is it. Like, you know, it's only 48 hours to make it. Since she got
So I guess you got to go like it's you could expect 5 days, eh?
I feel like Angus is good at least at this point after his trip to Montreal last week.
Yeah. How long is he now?
He's 6 days.
Yeah. Okay.
Got back Thursday, Tuesday. 5 days tonight. And he tested again. So.
They're getting like 240 positive tests a day here,
Jeez.
and they're not,
People aren't even tested.
and nobody's getting tested.
Yeah, like just
So they've probably got 1,000.
looks good.
That's phenomenal. And she did her changes.
Yeah, she's good.
Martha thinks getting her saddle adjusted made a difference for her there.
Right? And she tries so hard, like she's so good.